Hello, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 19 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. This is episode number 211. And in today's episode, what we're going to be doing is completing off our weekend league. Now, it definitely went a little bit wrong in the last one because I didn't do very well. I ended up going basically like 3-3, I think, on my Saturday of weekend league. It was just stressful. It was bad. I didn't play well at all. A lot of my games went to extra time and penalties. But if you want to see the highlights from them, of course, you can check out yesterday's episode by clicking in the top right corner. And for any of you that do or don't mind or do want to support the videos or don't mind supporting the videos, whatever you want to call it, do me a massive favor, hit that thumbs up button. I'd appreciate if we could aim towards 2,000 likes. I know that's a huge target to hit, especially at the latter stages of FIFA. However, if we can get anywhere near that, I'd greatly appreciate it. So yeah, smash that thumbs up. So we go into today's first game against what was a pretty decent looking squad. The guy's got like prime moment Socrates, who is the first person to score in this episode or in this game, or both actually. And he's also got like Bergkamp and lots of other decent players. So I'm not gonna lie, was kind of nervous and was like, oh no, we're gonna basically pick up from where we left off and not have a very good day, because I'd left myself with 7 wins to get on Sunday. And after having such a terrible Saturday, I was just like not feeling it at all. And I tweeted this out. I was like, guys, I've got 7 wins to get. I'm totally not feeling it. I really am hoping for a couple of people to just let me win and rage quit, because that will make my day go a lot easier. I need to get these wins as quick as I can, because genuinely, I don't know. It felt like the weekend league was a chore, and it has been like that for maybe a couple of weeks now. Normally I can enjoy the fact that I'm using my squad and stuff, but I don't know, this weekend I just didn't really want to play it, and I don't want to get to that stage, because these are mainly the only matches I play on FIFA. I don't play a whole lot of rivals and stuff, but when the weekend comes along and you're like, yeah, it's time to get into work and stuff, you know, get these matches played, all of a sudden I just can't be arsed, which is, yeah, not good enough. So we won the first match 4-1, and after going 1-0 down, I'm not going to lie, I didn't think it was going to go as well as that. So ended up with a 4-1 win. Buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. Then we go into our second game and we start feeling it again, because, you know, we've come off that first game with a decent W against a solid squad and actually a fairly decent player. Next match we go into is another pretty decent looking squad. We whip it into the box. Aubameyang heads it home. And what did I tweet out? I wanted people to just quit early, right? 1-0, 16 minutes. Thank you very much. Whoever you are, thank you. LW2002 or whatever your gamer tag was, I appreciate you. Typically when someone quits after literally the first goal, after a very short amount of time in the game, maybe they've played a few more matches than I have done in this session and they're just at the end of their tether. And, you know, sometimes I'll do the same thing. Typically it'll be 2-0 before I quit, but sometimes, yeah, people just, on a Sunday especially, like, it's towards the latter stages of the weekend league, people are very much near completion, and if they're just super stressed out with it, then maybe they'll just rage quit, and we got lucky and we got one lucky rage quit. Now this next game, I win 1-0, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, look at those stats. This was the game that I absolutely did not deserve to win. This guy was kind of all over me the whole game. I really didn't make much, and that one chance, that one proper clear-cut chance that we got, we stuck it away, and he had an alright squad, but I would say I'd probably out-team him, apart from his Aguero, but for some reason he just kept missing everything with Juan Mata. All his attempts fell to Juan Mata Europa League, and I don't know, he just kept missing with him, which was a godsend for me. But anyway, we move on into the next one. Another very colourful team from my opponent. I go 1-0 up with an Aubameyang back post header. There's nothing new there. But Neymar plays a 1-2 with Heung-min Son, gets through on goal. Can I strike this one home? Yes, I can. 44 minutes on the clock, 2-0. I would class that as another thank you very much, mate, because you've just quit at 2-0, and we can move on. So that was the first 3 wins of the day. They came pretty thick and fast. You know, we get up to 11 wins. Oh, actually, wait, was that the first 4 wins? I've literally miscounted how many games we played so far in this episode. Oh yeah, of course, because we got that extra 1-0 win as well. So it really didn't take too long, and I hadn't got any losses yet in the day. So it was a great little run that we were going on. But next up, my opponent had Ronaldo, and you could just tell that Ronaldo pretty much made that goal happen. There's not many people that will beat one of my centre-backs in the air at the front post. Ronaldo's one that will. And yeah, it sort of bounced out. Cannavaro was there to just tap it home. It is what it is. It happens. I remember it happening an awful lot for me when I owned Ronaldo. But we do get our equaliser. It was a first-time strike from Neymar, a little low-driven effort. One thing that is apparent is that, I mean, a couple days ago, my video was called Heung-min Son Foot Birthday. He is amazing. Since then, I would say he's gone off the boil a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I tweeted it, or put it as my title a bit too soon. He had a great a great start to this weekend league. Great first few games. And then all of a sudden, like, I don't quite know what to do with him. He's like, I don't know. I just don't know. Someone actually suggested, this was on Twitter actually, in response to a picture I posted on Instagram, but I link it to Twitter. Someone said maybe I should switch Heung-min Son and Neymar and have Neymar as my striker, because Neymar's stamina is not great, and I do notice that it's not too good, and I do take Neymar off in the latter stages of the second half. But yeah, maybe that could work, and have Neymar as the real trickster up front. Maybe Heung-min Son's got a little bit more to give with the... I don't know. What do you reckon? Neymar at striker and Heung-min Son at cam? Or leave it the same? Do we sell them? I don't know. I'm going to actually probably have a look at their prices, because this squad was for this weekend. Whether or not we keep it for next weekend is a new thing. Maybe we change the team up again. If the prices aren't too bad and maybe I can make profit, then that's an option. If they've all gone down in price and I would end up losing loads by buying and selling stuff all the time, then obviously I'm not going to be super stupid and do that all the time. Maybe every now and again. We hit the inside of the post there, and then look at this. We end up hitting the post again, and it falls to us for a third time to get the equalising goal in this match. And it was just like the game pretty much giving me the goal. How many chances could we have to stick that one in the back of the net? We push forward again here. My Aubameyang beats Team of the Year Marcelo to the ball, whips it in, and Mbappe is there to head home, in off the post. I mean, we've hit the post about 4 billion times this match, so hey, why not one at extra time, right? 2-1 up at half-time. My opponent's probably had the better of this match, so I need to be careful that he doesn't get back into it. Ibra in the second half manages to play it into Marcos Alonso, into Mbappe, turns the defender, La Croqueta, plays it across, sweaty goal to Heung-min Son. And when you're working in tight spaces like that, when there's so many defenders around you, to actually get that ball across the goal to your player, I'm not going to lie, that's pretty decent. Yeah, I'll take that. So it actually leads to my opponent rage quitting, which I was very surprised about, considering like how decent I thought he was. He went 1-0 up. I thought I was going to lose the match. So far, we're on a really good run. I'm pretty sure that's 6 wins in a row without losing. Next up, a bit of a mega squad. Lots of very good players in here. Lots of very colourful players in there. We've got icons and purple cards and all sorts. But Kluivert plays it into Saint Maxime. Dani Alves, back to him. And then back to Kluivert, who'd made a great run into the box. Not tracked very well by my defenders. And he's able to go 1-0 up. 24 minutes on the clock, and at halftime it was deserved. Like I feel like I was going to come away with a loss from this one, because my opponent did have the better of the game, did look very dangerous on attack. I didn't. However, look at this for a little bit of cheese. 87th minute, at this point I've gone all out attack, and I get given that penalty for taking that shot with Ibra. I'm not really sure how. It would be one that I'd be completely fuming at if I'd given it away. But yeah, we step up with David Luiz. I don't know why David Luiz. I guess he's got the best penalty stats in my team. And he runs away and scores it. So it does take us to extra time. And you can see that the game was very close at the end of the second half. I did push forward and try and make something happen. But then look at that for a slice of luck. It falls to Aaron Ramsey. And he doesn't just sweat it once. He sweats it twice. And then Saint Maximin scores. Saint Maximin is what his name is. I always get that wrong. 97 minutes into, 7 minutes into extra time. And he basically held out the game. And that was the loss. Yeah, we managed to picked up a loss there after a really good run of 6 wins in a row in the latter stages of my champs, which doesn't normally happen. Normally it's like 1 or 2 wins, take a loss, take another loss, loss, pick up another couple wins, and then you're all good from there. But yeah, to go on a nice little 6 in the middle there when I was stressing about the weekend league this week, I felt pretty happy about it. So we go into the next one. We are 1 win away from finishing here, and George Best scores a free kick. I was so concerned that he was going to play it short because he'd got a second man next to it that I was controlling my defenders. I wasn't controlling the wall, and as you can see from the replay, if I'd have just jumped the wall, I think Pogba would have headed that one or chested it even, and it would have gone away and he wouldn't have scored. So silly me. However, I've not cut from here, so we're obviously going on a kickoff attempt. Fabinho does tackle me, but he plays it straight out, and that's a good press there from Pogba. Neymar into Aubameyang, into Son, first time strike, and I know at that angle I need to just hit the low driven shot and hope that it's got enough power behind it, and luckily that time it did. So it didn't matter that I messed up from that free kick because we instantly got the kickoff goal reply. We then score before half-time. It is Neymar to, I think, again, another first-time strike. It's just so difficult to get into the positions to take the first-time strikes. That's what I'm struggling with right now. If I'm not running down the wing and whipping it across to try and aim for a header, I'm really trying to work it down the middle because I've got Son, I've got Neymar, 2 very, very tricky players. And it's just so difficult to get the right angle, to get that little pass in, to then hit the strike, and it's not going to get defended. I don't know. Anyway, my opponent gets back in this game in the 86th minute. And once again, we don't cut from kickoff, which means we're going to get very lucky to take this one home. And in the 88th minute, when I genuinely thought that I was getting cheese, that I was going to go to extra time, it is me that has the cheese and gets the 2 kickoff goals in this match to end up winning and get that 14 wins. So I definitely feel pretty lucky with how that ended out. But that little second run of matches, the second half of my weekend league, the second 7 wins was 7-1. We went 7-4 in the last 2 episodes. So to go 7-1 today actually makes me very happy. It means that we go 14-5, which isn't as good. Sorry, I gotta keep getting the frog in my throat. I need like a sip of water or something. But it isn't as good as last week. But hey, it is what it is. We get 14-5. I'll definitely take that, especially after the poor start that we've had, or that poor little middle ground area anyway. You can see the player bios for my team. Neymar's got like 24 contributions in 25 games. Son's got 25 in 23. You could discount a couple of them for squad battles and stuff, but mainly they've all been pretty good. And well, Mbappe's got like 160 something contributions in like 120 games. So he's doing really, really well. I do love that man. He's a great asset to our team. And I don't know if you guys saw, but I'd actually been bringing on Marcos Alonso at CDM instead of Milinkovic-Savic, and it works out better. So I leave Torreira on, I bring Pogba off because he's less defensive. And in the second half, I play Alonso as my left DM, Torreira as my right DM, and then I only bring on 2 subs at half time. So Ibra comes on for Aubameyang, and Pogba comes off for Alonso, and then I leave it. So if I then go a couple of goals up, Torreira's coming off for Kante, and we have a more defensive like unit, and you know we have a lot more fitness in the defensive midfield. However, if I'm losing, if I'm struggling, Neymar comes off with his low stamina, and that leaves it open to bringing on Perisic or something, which really changes the dynamic up front. So I've got options with that. So I'm liking the team. It wasn't my finest weekend league performance, but at least it ended well. Yeah, guys, that's the end of the episode for today. Do me a massive favor, hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out the Insta, check out the Twitter. Thank you to all of you that came and followed the Insta yesterday, actually. We just hit over 30,000 followers over there, so I'm very happy about that. Most importantly, though, guys, make sure you have a lovely day, and I will catch you next time. Peace.